Hey there, welcome into the show. You're watching Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports. If you don't know, now you know. But my name is Chase Sr., and Howie Roseman has made another move on day 4 of NFL free agency. And Philadelphia, after losing Darius Slay to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1 year, $10 million in guaranteed money. After Isaiah Rodgers left Philadelphia for the Minnesota Vikings and he got $7 million in guaranteed money, the Eagles needed to address cornerback depth. Now, I think what Philadelphia is going to do going into 2025, barring a significant trade, and we'll see what happens in the NFL draft, Quinyon Mitchell, we know, is going to be a bona fide starter on the outside. I'm pretty sure that Howie Roseman is going to start, and this coaching staff, Vic Fangio, Kelee Ringo, on the other side at the other outside corner spot. I think it would benefit Philadelphia, and it makes their defense better if they start Cooper DeJean in the slot, because I think it allows you to maximize his multifaceted skill set. You could take advantage of his versatility as a player, because when he's in the slot, he can guard multiple positions, wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, but you can use DeJean as a hybrid linebacker. You can use him as a blitzer. You can use him as a disguise man. At Iowa, he did play primarily on the outside. He has the ability to do that. And I would imagine Philadelphia utilizes him as an outside corner at moments in 2025. But the point here being, you needed cornerback depth on the outside. And the Eagles have signed Adoree Jackson, longtime veteran, who's been in the league since 2017, to a 1-year contract. And he will be a depth play for Philadelphia. And so now this cornerback room, you have Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Kelee Ringo, Eli Ricks, who I'm still somewhat high on, and you add Adoree Jackson to the mix as well. Those are 5 corners who you have a pretty solid cornerback room. I wouldn't say it's a sure thing that Adoree Jackson is going to make the roster, but at the very least, you're bringing in a depth piece here who comes to the Eagles as a former first-round pick, all the way back in the 2017 NFL Draft. He was taken by the Tennessee Titans, 18th overall. 5'11", $185. Some people might have misconceptions about where he's played. Oh, he could play on the inside. He is an outside corner. And that's primarily where he plays. That's primarily where he's played throughout his NFL career. A lot of you are very familiar with him because over the last few years, he has played with the New York Giants. So with the Tennessee Titans' first 4 years, with the Giants, the last 4, I will say his career got off to a rock-solid start after he was that first-round pick out of USC. When he was at USC, he was a human highlight reel. He was an electrifying player who was a really good corner, but he was an excellent return guy who had explosive play after explosive play on special teams. And he comes into the league 2017 as a rookie. He had 17 pass breakups. Year 2, he had 10 pass breakups. Then he started to get injured a little bit. Played in 11 games in year 3, just 3 games in 2020. And then he ended up signing, if my memory serves me correctly, a pretty fat contract with the New York Giants after losing the Tennessee Titans. And so he's made some decent money throughout his career. $51.2 million is what he's made throughout his career. And he did sign a pretty lucrative contract with New York, $15.7 million in cash earned in 2021, $10.5 million in 2022, $11.8 in 2023, and $1.7 in 2024. As far as his Pro Football Focus numbers last year, he did log 276 coverage snaps, 426 snaps total. 382 of those snaps came on the outside. And he had a coverage grade of 64.5, a run defense grade of 85.8, and an overall grade of 69. Not bad by any means. Played in 14 games with 5 starts. He had 5 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 28 total tackles, 1 TFL. I would say his best days are behind him. But again, this is going to be for minimal money, bringing in a veteran who's played a lot, 97 games, 82 starts, to serve as a depth piece if he makes the team. A little bit more name value as compared to player value, but again, it was needed for Philadelphia to address depth. And obviously in the NFL draft, they could further address depth once that comes around at the end of April. So your one-word reaction to this signing for Philadelphia, Adoree Jackson to the Eagles, 1-year contract. Let me know down in the comment section right now. Get your Eagles Super Bowl gear right now. And if you plug in that link down below, you'll be redirected to Fanatics. It's chatsports.com/EaglesSB. But if you use that link, you can get swagged up and swagged out. You can rock some Eagles Super Bowl 59 champion gear. You can also let Fanatics know that Chat Sports sent you. If you love what we do, it's a great way to support the channel on top of you just being here hanging out. You can get hats, shirts, jerseys, hoodies, myself and Chip. You already know that we've been going wild. Chatsports.com/EaglesSB. Even if you've already gotten gear, get some more because that Super Bowl win for Philadelphia is going to be remembered forever. So an updated look at our Eagles free agency tracker. Saquon Barkley getting that contract extension. Zack Baun, 3 years, $51 million. He stays with Philadelphia after a tremendous season. So Philadelphia really wanted to reward both Saquon and Zack Baun. Saquon, the offensive MVP. I think Zack Baun was the defensive MVP. And even more of the defensive MVP. Outside of, and over Jalen Carter, I should say. Eagles did trade Kenny Pickett to Cleveland in exchange for Dorian Thompson-Robinson and a 5th-round pick. Of note, both DTR and Kenyon Green took top 30 visits to Philadelphia in the pre-draft process. So the Eagles clearly had interest in both of these players, and now they end back up with Philadelphia. VanSumeren, 1-year deal. He can play linebacker, special teams, and fullback. A.J. Dillon, he's nearly 250 pounds. Think LeGarrette Blount with his running style. Hopefully he can stay healthy coming off that neck injury. Josh Uche, he had the 6th best pressure rate among edge rushers last year. Eagles bring him in for $1.5 million. Steal. Harrison Bryant, backup tight end, 1 year, 2. And then Adoree Jackson. I imagine it's going to be, for a vet man, very little cash being spent by Howie Roseman here for a veteran player. Don't forget to give me a follow on top of all of the YouTube content that I do here. I cover the NFL on my social media pages to a high level, reaching millions and millions of people. So be the most recent follower there on social media, and don't be afraid to say what's up.